So my son asked me why a lot of my initial content has been around jealousy and comparison. And I think it's because for me, in my 20s, it was something that I really struggled with. And so it's something that I'm passionate about and I really want to provide perspective on now that I think I am almost sort of over the hump and on the other end of that thought process. But I would say that the first thing that I really did to be able to combat it was I recognized that it was a thing, right? That there were instances that I was comparing myself to other people to a level that, was unproductive and it wasn't really helpful for me or for my life or for my journey. And so I realized that, I wasn't immune to it and it wasn't, you know, I needed to get out of the mindset, oh no, I don't want anybody else has, or I'm not jealous or etc. I just had to address it. And so once I did that, then I realized two things. Number one, I had so much more than I was given God credit for, right? So I became very intentional about reframing my mind and my perspective. And one of the ways that I did that was through gratitude. And it sounds kind of cliche, but it was so crucial, sort of, to, my mind being able to just change my perspective on things. And so every single thing that I had, I would just start to write it down and think about it constantly and consistently you know, over and over again, and just really thank God for it. And it gave me so much solace in knowing that really God had done so much for me and my own individual journey. Now, in doing that, that doesn't mean that I then didn't care about other people or what they had. I did, but it was now from a place of appreciation. I could appreciate what they have, and some people did have more, some people did have less. But either way, I was still appreciative of what they had in their individual journey. And I realized that my journey can also go on alongside theirs, right? Like both of our situations are not mutually exclusive, that they could coexist. They could have joy, I could have joy. They could have all that they have, I could have all that I had, and we could both be basking in it. Another thing that I learned too was that it's not always as good as it seems, right? Like all love to chase this sort of picture perfect life on Instagram or on social media, and everything that we try to sort of project out to the world, and it's not always as good as it seems. And we all have to just realize that that is a part of it, right? So there is social media, then there's reality. And so also that also helped quite a bit with my perspective. And then I would say that the last thing I did was I also had to address what exactly was it that I thought they had that I didn't, or what was in my life that I wanted to change, what was the thing that perhaps wasn't giving me for fulfillment that I could do better on. And I actually did make some real concrete changes in my career, and and how I parent, and so many different sort of little tidbits that I think I implemented. And it really did bring me joy, much greater joy and much greater peace than I had before. And so I think that this mind shift is something that would have done wonders for me earlier on. I mean, I have it now and I'm so grateful to God, but especially for women starting on, a woman in their 20s, if it's something that you can recognize, if it's something that you can nip in the bud earlier on, it will provide such a greater life for you. And what the life that you get to live will be so much more fulfilled and so much more appreciated from such a deep place within you, when once you stop comparing yourself to other people. And so yeah, it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I definitely want to provide perspective on. So I hope this helps somebody out there, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.